Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for some polo action here at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. Field number 1 here in Dubai. And we've got match day 3 of this wonderful IFZA Gold Cup 2021. 2 games for you this afternoon. Our first at 2 p.m. here local time. A contest between Ghantoot and Bangash. And our second match will be Habtoor taking on IFZA, a family affair in the second match at 4 p.m. We've seen some superb stuff already in the first 2 match days here. Yesterday on field number 3. And of course, the other day here on ground number 1. Wonderful polo from all 8 teams. We welcome all of our viewers live on Polo Line TV. Streaming in from all over the globe. We're going to be reading out their messages as we go through the day. Any break in play, we get a shout out to all of our Polo Line viewers. We're going to be, for the benefit of all of our Polo Line TV viewers, going to be showing you some highlights and top goals from the action of day number 2, starting with Tommy Beresford. Ian Hall's backhander will try and release Tommy Beresford, and Beresford's absolutely flying here and he's gone beyond his man. Beresford glance over each shoulder, steadies the pony. Oh, superb stuff from Tommy Beresford. Abu Dhabi on the breakaway, if they can offload this to the front door, superb stuff. And look at the overlap, they're completely and utterly outnumbered here in defence. Here comes Faris, good first shot from him, glances over the shoulder, steadies the pony. Shaker Mather's absolutely bombing back in defence, but the shots come in from Faris. Where's it gone? Faris! He's got the score! What a goal from Faris! So wonderful stuff there on the highlights. The benefit of the replay there for all of our Polo Line TV viewers. Tommy Beresford with the first goal and a superb finish from Faris Al-Yabouni. And a good win for his team, Abu Dhabi. As we go down into the Ghantoot camp there. And there's a couple of players just jumping on board. And that looks like Cesar Crespo there, the number 2. Cachete. Pablo Llorente in the number 3 shirt there, just getting onto that little bay. All looking fairly calm down there. Ghantoot with a very, very good outing. First time out. We didn't see them in the Silver Cup, of course, which was very unfortunate, but they're here in full force for this Gold Cup. And I can tell you, in the opening day on Tuesday the 16th, they turned over Habtoor and were very, very clinical and won by the score of 12 goals to 9. Looking like a very good side, so watch out for Ghantoot. They look like they're ready to light this field up once again. That's Crespo on the far side. He's quite spottable with that maroon helmet on the far side, playing off a 4-goal handicap, but well, he's 4 goals with his eyes closed. So for the benefit of all of our Polo Line TV viewers, we're going to go and do a short interview here from Kakur Raja, who's going to have a chat about today's opponents, Bangash.
Well, Bangash show already that they are a very strong team. They have the help of UAE, of Sheikh Hamada with some horses. So Jacinto is a really good player at the back. Benja is playing amazing, and Fede also, you know, with Haider, that he plays very well. So it's a very balanced team, and it's going to be a very tough game on Friday.
And welcome back to all of our viewers on the live stream as we go back down into the Ghantoot camp. Nasser Al-Shamsi there, just about to get on, and there's Bangash, looking pretty relaxed. Fede von Potosky yet to get his shirt on. Hasokroto there, the number 4. Benja Panelo in the form of his life. And they'll be buoyant. They had a superb couple of games in the Silver Cup, and they're getting better and better every time they go on the field, this green team from Bangash, so watch out for them. That's Llorente there on the halfway line, just warming himself and that little bay pony up. Superb shots from our drone. As we look at the Ghantoot team here, at number 1, Nasser Al-Shamsi is off a 1-goal handicap in the 1 shirt. The number 2, we've seen him already in that purple hat that he's wearing, the 4-goal Argentine, Cesar Crespo. At 3, Pablo Llorente, Hijo. And at 4, the man who was absolutely blistering in that first game, Marcos Araja. And so to their opponents, Bangash, the green shirts of Bangash. At number 1, the man himself, Haider Bangash. At 2, team manager, Federico von Potosky. At number 3, the man who's, well, he's been quite devastating all season here in Dubai. He's in the form of his life. It's Benjamin Panelo. And at 4, the man that's going to hold it all together and hit some big backhanders and keep the back door shut, Jacinto Grotto. So Bangash in their first outing had a very convincing win over IFZA Mara. That was the first game in this IFZA Gold Cup 2021. 12 goals to 9, super stuff. And of course, Ghantoot winning over Habtoor Polo by exactly the same score, 12-9. So this one's going to be absolutely fascinating. Our umpires are mounted. That's Daniel Boudou on the far side there. He's going to be joined on the field by Rafael Silva. And in the chair here, the third man sitting to my right is going to be Peter Wright. For all of our viewers that want to text in and have a message read out, we would love to hear from you. Let us know where you are in the world. You can get us on Instagram at PoloLineOK. Facebook is PoloLineInt. And Twitter is at PoloLine. We would also like to thank very much our title sponsor, International Free Zone Authority, IFZA, who are not only sponsoring this Gold Cup, but they did the Silver Cup and indeed the whole season here in Dubai. And we would like to thank Martin Pedersen and his team from IFZA very, very much for coming on board with us here for this season at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. They've been an absolute joy to have around. And I know that we've had limited numbers and a few restrictions due to the pandemic, but it's great to see you here. And thank you very much for complying with all of those regulations and being a part of the sponsorship here for the polo in this wonderful season in Dubai. IFZA, of course, provide local and international businesses the ideal platforms, infrastructure and location that epitomize the benefits of the UAE's strategic geographic position, world-class infrastructure and business and tax-friendly environment. If you're thinking of setting something up here, a business in the UAE, they're the ones to talk to. They're the experts, and they will help you, as they have done so many people. Our main sponsor, Bentley Emirates, the largest Bentley dealer in the world, is a part of the prestige cars division of the Al Habtoor Motors. Bentley Emirates is driven by professionalism, quality, high standards, and continues to serve with utmost confidence. The US Polo Association is proud to be the official apparel partner of the Dubai Gold Cup. The brand not only designs custom performance jerseys worn by some of the teams competing in this tournament, but it also sells its product in Dubai and 180 countries around the world. Our other sponsors include Diamond Lease and Hilden Water, and we thank them all very, very much for being part of the sponsorship here for this IFZA Gold Cup 2021. For those of you who are thinking of joining us for the final for this tournament is the 5th of March. You can get your tickets at Platinum List, 800 tickets and Virgin tickets, all selling. We've got a fabulous polo brunch here at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort Hotel, starting at 325 dirhams per person. And for bookings and more information, FNB reservations at Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. If you want to contact us here through social media at the club, Instagram and Facebook is at Dubai Gold Cup Series and at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. Twitter at Dubai Gold Cup and at Habtoor Polo Club. As we go back to our images for Polo Line TV, Her Highness Sheikha Mehta there, just having a chat and, well, just very relaxed there with two Monteverdis, one on each side. Lucas on the far side and young Lukin. They will be in action tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock UAE. That's Lukin Monteverdi will be playing with Sheikha Mehta. And of course, two 7-goal players joining them, Temi Willington and Thomas Panello. Looks like we're almost there. We've got 8 players. The umpires are out in the middle. They're just doing the toss now. It looks like Von Petoski was given the option there of odd or even. Not quite sure who's won that one, but we'll know pretty soon. We see Kako Raja there, playing in the number 4 shirt for Ghantoot. White shirt, black helmet on that dark bay pony. Watch out for him. Absolutely blistering in that first game. Top scorers in the tournament, I can tell you, Raja's on the list. Kako Raja has got 6 for Ghantoot. And his opposite number, Benjamin Panello, has 7 for Bangash. Faku Sola has 6 for Habtoor. And Isidro Estrada also on 6 for IFZA Mara. Those are the top scorers. We'll be keeping an eye on that list. And I'm sure they'll be adding plenty more goals here this afternoon. Watch out for Raja and Panello. Both of them already on the top of that list of top goal scorers here in the IFZA Gold Cup. Umpires just having a chat with the players, laying down the law. No scratching, no biting, no pulling hair. Players just giving their ponies a last split-second warm-up. Looks like Bangash are going to be going down to the scoreboard end from left to right as we look. Both of these teams, of course, having good wins in their first round. This is going to be an absolute humdinger, and we are underway. Grotto, near side backhander, trying to turn it around there, but that's good work there from Gerente. Gerente up to, super stuff there from Crespo. the number 2 here for Ghantoot, trying to weave his way away from the danger. And he's punched it forward, but he's shown a little bit too much of that to Benja Panelo. Panelo's tail backhander will find Llorente, who's going to return that and flicks a little pass out towards the danger man here, Kaku Araja. Araja fakes to go long and then works the space and eventually chops that one down towards goal, but he didn't quite get the contact that he wanted on the ball. And going back in defense here will be Benjamin Panelo, dancing his pony out of defense here. Panelo, oh, a little half mistake there. And oh, look at this, Araja with the first chance here for Ghantoot, and Araja's going to jump all over that mistake, and he gets the score. The whites are on the scoreboard. Ghantoot drawing first blood. It's a 0-0. As we see the replay there, a bad bounce for Benja Panelo, and he left it in a very dangerous place, and Araja jumped all over it and said, thank you very much, I'll have that. We're back underway. Hit is the call. Araja coming through here for Ghantoot. He's gone past his man and gets some good protection there from Cesar Crespo. Crespo with the block, and look at this, he's running it down towards goal. Another good ride-off coming in there from Llorente, and the backhander comes in, but there's a whistle at the same time. Well, Hasso Grotto protesting his innocence there to the referees. Let's have another look at the replay. He thought that the space had opened up there on the left-hand side of his horse, and he was good to hit that backhander. I think that's what the umpires have seen. Let's see what they decide here. So there's a slight delay here in play, and I can tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 mounted umpires out there in the green shirts, and when the 2 of them aren't 100% sure, or they agree to disagree with each other, they turn to the 3rd man, the referee. And the referee sits up here watching the game. He's got a monitor and the benefit of a replay. And our 3rd man today is Peter Wright, a professional English umpire. And Pete's just trying to get his message down to Rafa Silva here. Well, the message is quite clear here from Peter Wright. It's a 30-yard penalty, and it's obviously gone in favour of the white shirts of Ghantoot, and there's going to be an opportunity for them to extend their lead and go 2 goals to the good. Tocolino down there, looking very relaxed with his mate. As Marcos Araja comes in off a long run up here. We seem to have a player off the field, so there's going to be a slight delay, ladies and gentlemen. So just to let you know, this is the first of our 2 games, of course. We have a 4 o'clock game coming up, live and direct here on field number 1 at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club, and that clash will be between Habtoor Polo Team and IFZA Mada. A family affair at 4 o'clock here. And there will be 2 more games tomorrow. The 2 p.m. match will be Abu Dhabi taking on Dubai Wolves by Cafu, both of whom had wins in their first outing. And then the 4 o'clock clash tomorrow is UAE against Zidane. Don't forget, you can message in if you're watching the polo on the live link. Polo Line OK is Instagram. Facebook is Polo Line Int. And on Twitter, we are at Polo Line. So a slight delay there for Fedi Vompertoski, who's coming back on this magnificent looking bay pony. Not quite sure what was wrong there, maybe a wardrobe malfunction. But Fede is back and he's in position. But unfortunately for him and his fans, he's going to be facing up to a penalty 3, open goal, 30-yard hit here, and a chance for Ghantoot to extend their lead. Nice and measured there from Kakua Raja, strokes it with a very lazy full swing straight through the middle. And Ghantoot indeed go 2-0. For those of you who have not seen a lot of polo before and you're new to this sport, it's quite confusing, but the teams will go back to the middle after every goal and they change ends. And that's an old tradition in polo from the olden days when it was a disadvantage to play into a low-setting sun. And that's why teams will change ends here, and that's what they've done. So Bangash now, the green shirts of Bangash will be trying to get back down to that scoreboard end. Picked up here by Ghantoot. Look at that, Araja thumps that one across the 60-yard line. He's got Gerente flying through. Look at the approach shot from Gerente. This is super. Oh, just as I say that, he's left the ball behind. Wonderful backhander coming in there from Vompertoski, but it's picked up here by Cesar Crespo. Crespo working it down towards goal. Open backhander will release Benjamin Panelo. Panelo's absolutely flying down the field. Look at this, he's thumped it long. It's up over the halfway line, but Gerente seems to have plenty of horse, and he's got back here for Ghantoot in defence. Takes the ride off. Can he get the ball as well? Yes, he can. Spins it around the corner. Superb skills here from Gerente. On this light chestnut, he's up to the halfway line and across it now, still in possession of the ball. Good stick work, reaching out there on the near side, and, well, he got some backup, didn't he? Raja with some superb reflex reaction there from Kakua Raja. Gerente flying through, and a whistle on the play as Hasso Kroto came in with a backhander and tried to release his teammate Vompertoski. The referees didn't like it, and the whistle has gone. Every time the whistle goes, the clock stops. And we have 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. The clock is counting down, of course. 3:50 left here in the first. And when we get to the end of that 3 minutes and 50 seconds, there will be a hooter. And we will play another 30 seconds of play, providing there's no whistle and the ball stays in play. They will play out that extra 30 seconds at the end of the chukka. Well, it's gone in favour of the whites. And they're certainly having it all their own way at the moment, aren't they, Ghantoot? Araja seems to have changed ponies, as has Crespo. And whilst they were doing that, their teammate, Gerente, teed the ball up. So he's put the ball sitting up in the grass, and that's going to give his teammate a chance to get good contact on the ball. And it's going to be a Raja from 40 yards. Goes high, goes straight. You can't stop those. Absolutely smashes it over the top, straight through the middle. And once again, Kakua Raja looking like he's middling absolutely everything. And Ghantoot, with 3.5 minutes left here in the first, go 3-0. Gerente comes in. His backhander is hooked there by Vompertoski. But there's another whistle. Loud blast from the referee. So we have a look at the replay here. Hook backhander. Well, much bemusement there for the green shirts of Bangash. But it looks like it's gone in favour of Ghantoot. Looks like it's a spot hit by the way that the boys are teeing it up. Vompertoski not happy. The number 2 there just questioning with Daniel Boudou what he's seen. The captain of each team is allowed to ask the umpire, as long as it's in the right manner. He can ask the umpire what the foul was and what they've blown. And it's going to be Marcos Araja circling around here to take this spot hit penalty. Just inside his own half. Cranks it long, gets plenty on that. Who's at the front? Panelo coming back hard in defense here for Bangash. An attempted hook on the backhander there by Llorente, who's eventually sort of half charged down the shot, and there's another chance here for Ghantoot. Oh, and Llorente got a little bit of luck there with the backhander, but the goal shot was absolutely clinical on the angle, and it's straight through the middle, and Ghantoot, well, they're running the show at the moment. They go 4-0. Clash of sticks and possession is up for grabs. Hasokroto working hard there, the number 4 in the green shirt for Bangash. Backed up this time by Fede von Petoski, who picks up possession of the ball here, just about on the halfway line for Bangash, and tries to release that one. Oh, that's a superb pass from Fede. And can Hasokroto get the goal shot in? Oh, he's leaked it out to the right. Well, he still had plenty to do with the angle, didn't he? But those are the chances they're going to need to take as we go just below 2 minutes remaining here in the first. And Bangash's first attempt at goal goes wide to the right. Raja. Measured pass out to the right-hand side, looking for Llorente. Pablo Llorente putting the brakes on and then launching that one centre field, looking for a return pass out towards Crespo. Panelo didn't quite get the backhander they want, and look at this, Llorente's flying through, and Llorente's picked it up on the head-to-head play. Nothing Von Petoski could have done, he had to pull out of it. Oh, and a bad bounce, and he's left the ball behind. Nasser Al-Shamsi comes in. Whoa. And Al-Shamsi, well, there was a collision there between Hasokroto and Haida Bangash, two teammates colliding. But let's have a look at Shamsi, who hit that out to the right-hand side, tried to get back to it, and Hasokroto was absolutely flying behind him. And that's what the umpires have blown. It's going to be a penalty in favour of the green shirts of Bangash. 1 minute and 13 left on the clock, and they'd love to nick one here before the end of the first. Certainly don't want to go in 4-0 down. Grotto. Panelo. Oh, he's hit it straight at the referee, and it's looped off the referee's pony, and just nothing happening for the Greens at the moment. So unlucky. Look at this. And bearing down on goal is Araja, and he's put the hammer down. I don't think he's going to catch him. Araja flicks it down towards goal. Oh, good defence there, and another backhander coming in there from Panelo, trying to turn it around here for Bangash. Crespo on the head-to-head, steals the ball away from Haida, puts the brakes on and spins around the corner, waits for the space to open, and then thumps it to goal. Where's that one gone? It's looped up there, and finally a little bit of luck there for Bangash. Grotto controlling the play right in front of his own goal. He plays an under the neck shot pass out towards Haida Bangash on the far side. Von Petoski will switch sides and try and flick it there. And Panelo comes flying through, and he gets tagged on the hook. Play will continue here with Crespo. Crespo, little open backhander. They're appealing for the foul, but nothing from the referees as Von Petoski comes flying through. It's all a bit frantic here at the end of this first chukka. And Hasokroto will escape with it. Whoa. He thought he'd escape with the ball, but there was a whistle. You see there, and they're all flying in from all sorts of angles. Crespo picks it up on the near side, didn't quite get the shot that he wanted. Grotto collided with a couple of people, pushed the ball out to the right, but the umpires didn't like it. There's a whistle, and the two refs from Argentina just having a chat. Grooms looking on, tense moments from down in the pony lines. And Jacinto Grotto is going to walk his pony off the field here. We've got just 11 seconds remaining. We've got some messages coming in from some of our viewers on Polo Line TV. Tarek Hashim Chowdhury, hi everyone, I hope you are all fine. Good luck to both teams from Tarek. one of our top fans on Polo Line TV. Good to hear from you, Tarek. Hope you're good. Claire Hocking-Ockle, love this so much. Great commentating. Good to hear from you, Claire. Claire's watching from Cheshire, Manchester. And hopefully she'll be back on a horse soon. Not long to go now until the start of the UK season. Let's hope that we can get underway pretty soon in England. Won't be long before they get the horses back into work and ready with some conditioning work. So we've got a slight delay on the field. Someone's gone off to change their pony. Shohel Tiger says, best good luck. I'm from Bangladesh. Good luck, Dubai Polo Club. Keep your messages coming in on Polo Line TV. We'll get them read out as and when we can. Instagram, Polo Line, OK. Facebook is Polo Line Int. And Twitter, @Polo Line. Okay, so we've got Rafa Silva down there. And our umpire, very unusual, our umpire has been hit with the ball. That one that must have looped up off the back of his pony. That knock-in from that Villa end of the field. Hit his pony right on the bum and must have deflected up onto him. And he's gone down to have a chat with the ambulance and maybe get some magic spray. Looks like he's good to continue. It does occasionally happen when the umpires get hit with the ball or their pony trips up and they go down. We had that before in the Tengol when Alex Roldan had a stumble. He had to be replaced in a tournament prior to Christmas. But certainly doesn't happen very often. Players just having a chat here. Hasso Kroto, the number 4 there, looking very animated for Bangash. Still 11 seconds remaining here in this first chukka. Seems to be taking an age to get this chukka back underway. Von Potocki's off his horse now. And he's just having a chat there with Haida Bangash. Message coming in from Johnny Coddington. I'm guessing Cods is down in New Zealand. Johnny says, great match. Good to hear from you. Hope you're all good down in New Zealand and you are still playing polo. I know you've got the pandemic pretty much under control. And lots of love from Dubai to everyone down in New Zealand. Well, Von Potocki's back on board. And, well, we just need to get control of this. It's taking an age to get this play back underway. It looks like it could be in favour of the greens. Is it a spot hit to Bangash? I think it is. Looks like Hasso Kroto, the number 4 here in the green shirt, is circling around to take this restart. We're going to be back underway in just a few seconds. Kroto takes a tap. Going hard and out to the right-hand side here is Panelo. Kroto didn't quite get the contact on the ball that he wanted, but, well, he's tried to make something of it. He's done a pretty good job there. Nice work there. And he's got the ball away from Crespo. Oh, look at that from Hasso Kroto, reaching out with one of those octopus-like arms of his, and he plucked the ball out of the air, and play will continue here. Panelo flying through, and Kroto here with a chance. Kroto's right up in front of goal. Can Bangash score before the end of the first? Yes, they can. What an important goal that could be in the contest of this match. Super stuff there from Kroto and Benjamin Panelo. And Bangash will come in at the change at the end of this first chukka feeling an awful lot better about life. It's 4-1. Welcome back to all of our Polo Line TV viewers as we see Kakua Raja having a chat there with his teammate Pablo Llorente Hijo. They're down in the Ghantoot camp and they're making their way back onto the field here for the start of this second chukka in this IFZA Gold Cup 2021 clash on ground number 1 here at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. First of our 2 games today. And, well, 5 chukka match this one, and then pretty much straight afterwards, 4 o'clock local time. Don't forget, it's the small matter of Habtoor taking on IFZA Mara. What a delicious contest that's going to be. A family affair there for the Habtoors. And Mohammed will be taking on Tariq in our second match here this afternoon. Our umpires has his hand raised there on the far side, and he's got us underway. That's Danny Boudou. Appealing for the foul there was Benjamin Panelo, but nothing from the referees. Panelo comes right the way around the lot of them and picks up possession of the ball here, and he's working his way across the halfway line here, waiting for the space to open up, chops a pass out towards Von Petoski. Von Petoski's well marked there by Crespo. Crespo's backhander will be picked up here by Panelo. The number 3 here for Bangash. Playing absolutely out of his skin at the moment. And he's fizzed that one through, trying to find Fede. Good backhander coming in from Kakua Raja. A little bit of cat and mouse here. Oh, and some good skills coming in from Hasso Kroto, who fakes the backhander and then decides to take it forward, but didn't quite get the contact on the ball there, and it's been picked up once again by Kakua Raja. Possession changing hands left, right, and centre here, but chance here for Kakua Raja to try and launch this attack. His shot has gone straight to Kroto. Kroto's tail backhander was looking for Von Petoski, and Fede will fly through here. Oh, and it's been picked up there, and I'm not sure if they wanted the whistle. As we look at the replay there, Von Petoski came flying through. Good work from him. But Panelo read the play superbly well. And he was gone, wasn't he? The umpires, of course, will have to bear that in mind with where they award this penalty from. As Ramiro Cordero, we see there, just ordering a pizza. Very, very relaxed down in the Ghantoot camp. Pepperoni. Pepperoni with garlic bread. Amazing. It's going to be a penalty 3, a 40. And a chance here for the green shirts of Bangash, who had a slow start, but an opportunity for Benjamin Panelo. Now, the 40-yard penalty can be defended, but there's no players, no defenders standing between him and the goal. They can only rush out. They can't come through the goal. They can rush out once he's hit the ball. So watch out for that left-hand post. Plenty on it, though. He's absolutely smashed it, and there's nothing that Llorente could do. Superb stuff from the penalty spot there from Benja Panelo. And Bangash back on the scoreboard here. It's 4-2. Change of ends here for the 2 teams, and Von Petoski's working his socks off there in the throw-in, as he always does. Oh, and there's a chance here. The shot comes through there from Panelo, and Von Petoski will pick this one up. He's up over the 60. They're flying back. That's Crespo coming back in defence, but Fede's going to get the score. Wonderful start from Fede Von Petoski. And he's lit this game alight. Bangash on the march once again. They've cut the gap. It's 4-3. Superb reactions from Panelo. Well, initially it was the goal scorer, Von Petoski, in the throw-in. He got it out to Panelo. Panelo saw his teammate going long for the pass, and his under-the-neck shot was inch perfect. Von Petoski clinical in front of goal and getting the job done. Scrap here for possession in the throw-in once again. Von Petoski chops that one forward, trying to return the favour out towards Panelo. Panelo there trying to work it backwards and forwards. Oh, look at this from Fede. He's come in and stolen the ball away from Crespo. Von Potosky looking for a quick fire 1-2. Fede up in front of goal. I think he's got it. Oh, wonderful stuff from Fede. Well, he came absolutely flying through. Crespo didn't know he was there. He nicks the ball away on the difficult side of his horse. And from there, once again, clinical in front of goal. And after a very slow start, Bangash have finally arrived at the party. And they're on fire at the moment. It's 4-4. Where's this one gone? It's gone through the pack. Picked up by Kakua Raja. Trying to stop the rot and get something going here for Ghantoot. Araja working it back behind the pony there of Panello. Gets hooked out of the play and, well, there's a few players flying through there and it's eventually picked up by Panello. Panello goes long looking for Von Potosky. This time Araja is good to come in and sweep that open backhander away and try and turn it around. Hasokroto didn't get much on that backhander and that's allowed Gerente, the number 3 here for Ghantoot, to work it up over the 60. Panello comes in for the hook, but he's good skills here from the Argentine Gerente. Oh, look at this. Crespo's come flying through, and there's a chance they switch to the near side. Oh, and the Greens could escape here. There could be a counter on. Look at this. Can he get this shot forward? Oh, he didn't get the shot that he wanted. But Von Potosky gets a little bit of luck there off the pony, and Fede is on the march once again. Look at this. It's a horse race. Crespo flying back. Von Potosky this time steadies the horse and goes from range. I don't think that's going to get there. Didn't quite get the shot that he wanted. And a lovely open backhander there from Crespo will find his teammate. Ghantoot working this one out of defence. A little show and go there from Kakua Raja, but he wasn't going to fool. Von Potosky was waiting for it and got a good hook there on the young Argentine. This time it's picked up by Gerente. Gerente working it back behind the pony there of Hasokroto, who's reaching out once again with those massive arms of his and eventually gets the job done. And look at this, the Greens are going to break and there's absolutely no one at home here in defence for Ghantoot. Von Potosky looking for his 3rd goal of this chukker. Fede! Oh, yes! Wow. As we look at the replay, well, he had plenty of time to steady himself. The approach shot was slightly further to the left than he wanted, but it certainly wasn't an issue for him. And he's finishing everything at the moment, isn't he? Flying around and involved in every play is Federico Von Potosky. And, well, he's turned this match on its head. And he's away again. He's picked the ball up again on a fresh pony, and this time he's clubbed it forward, and look at this. Panello has gone beyond his man. Flying back in defence here is Gerente. Benja Panello in front of goal. Oh, he's missed it left. Well, what a chance that was. A miscontrol there as he... Extraordinary stuff here from Fede Von Potosky, who's just having the purple patch of his life. And unfortunately for him, the very talented Pelendo this time has gone wide to the left. You can see Benja throwing his head back. He's really disappointed with himself. He knows that was a good opportunity. As he went beyond the last man, that was Gerente who came flying back in defence there for Ghantoot. But unfortunately on this occasion, Panello could not convert. 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining here in the second. And there's going to be a change of pony there for Hasokroto. As we go down into the Ghantoot camp. Nasa Al-Shamsi's there. They must be a little bit dizzy at the moment, Ghantoot. Completely in control. And then Bangash coming back at them hard. The Ghantoot players just having a chat with each other behind the goal, trying to clear their heads, I would imagine. Have a little chat about some tactics. What's going on, lads? Come on. We are good to go. Marcos Araja takes a tap. Gerente goes out for the pass here on the boards. Flying in there is Panello. He's done a good job. He's found Hasokroto. Kroto coming around there, fakes to go long and then cuts back behind the pony there of Kakor Raja. And he's flying through for the foul. Raja came in, the whistle has gone. And Hasso Kroto is elated. He thinks this one's gone in favor of Bangash. Let's see what the umpires decide. Just 47 seconds remaining here until the first bell in the second chukka. And this could well be an opportunity for Bangash, who were trailing 4-0, to score their 6th goal without reply. Extraordinary turnaround. Panelo circling around. Open goal shot for Benker, and he's absolutely clubbed it high and strong, straight off the middle of the stick head. And the goal is good. Bangash, sensational stuff from the Greens. It's 6-4. "22 seconds remaining here until the first bell in this second chukka." Backhander comes in there from Hasso. Smashes it as far as he possibly can, but there's no one up there for the Greens, so that's going to allow Kakor Raja plenty of time. Llorente gets the block there on Von Petoski, and that's allowed his teammate a little bit more time to pick a pass. And pick a pass he has. That's an absolute belter straight through those two Green players and up towards Llorente. There's the hooter. Llorente goes from range, and he's wide to the right. That will be the last of the action here in this second chukka. Blistering stuff from the green shirts of Bangash. And wow, what a turnaround. From 4-0 down, they find themselves ahead here, 6-4. Well, welcome back to all of our viewers on Polo Line TV. We're back with the man of the hour, Fedi Von Petoski. And, well, what a dream chukka he's just had. Sensational stuff from the Argentine 5-goaler. And he's turned this match on its head. Ghantoot looking so comfortable. A very important goal at the end of that first chukka, wasn't it, when Hasso managed to force that one over the line down at the scoreboard end. They came in 4-1, gave them a little bit of impetus and a bit of confidence. And wow, they scored 5 unanswered goals there in the second, Bangash, and they are absolutely on fire at the moment. 6-4 here at the start of the third. And it's going to be a restart at the top end of the field. That goal shot was wide right by Llorente. Players called, and it's going to be Jacinto Croto. Hasso goes long. Ferry von Potocki trying to straighten up on this, but well positioned here is Araja. His tail backhander is clever. It's away from the traffic, short and sweet from Araja. Finds his teammate. Oh, and Llorente's gone long, but he's gone wildly out to the right. That's miles off target. What can Crespo do? Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. The ball has beaten him, and it's across the back line and out of play. So, take 2 here for Hasso Croto from the back line. This is the equivalent of a goal kick, if you like. For those of you who have not seen a lot of polo, the attacking team hit it out of play, and the ball's placed down in line with where that ball crossed the line, and it'll be a hit to the defending team. Von Potocki launching that one forward. He's absolutely crunching the ball all over the place, isn't he? Ferdi having the game of his life here for Bangash. Picked up by his teammate, Hasso. Chops it under his pony's neck, but didn't quite get the distance on that, and that'll allow Crespo. Lovely backhander coming in there from Cesar Crespo. Flying through here will be Llorente. Oh, and Llorente's gone through there, and he sensed that Penelo couldn't get back to that. Good work here from Llorente. Crunching right off coming in. Puts the brakes on, spins that pony back in field. Working hard on him. Oh, and he's received an absolute welcome to the party there from Benjamin Penelo. And the umpire's whistle has gone, and Llorente is off his horse. Big ride-off coming in there, then the ball flicks across the field, and there was a hook there, and, well, not quite sure how much contact there was. Our umpires are marching their way down towards the villas at the far end of the field, and it's going in favour here of the white shirts of Ghantoot. Looks like Llorente's okay. The number 3 there for Ghantoot. He's back on board. Penalty 4 is the technical term for a 60-yard penalty. Now, the defending players can stand directly between the ball striker and the goal here, but they can't be closer than 30 yards, so Kaku Araja here on the grey pony is going to look for not only direction, but also height and clear those defenders. Great contact, it looks straight. Oh, it's so crisp, the hitting is so crisp from Araja. It looks effortless, doesn't it? Wonderful penalty once again by Kaku Araja. As we look at the replay, it looked like he just drilled it straight through the middle without any effort whatsoever. Wonderful stuff. And he's cut the gap. Ghantoot stopping the rot here. It's 6-5. Oh, look at this, a breakaway here from Penelo. And Penelo goes from range. That one looks like it's going out to the right, and it's ballooned up in the air, and it's, well, it's miles off target. And the ball is going to cross the back line, and possession will go back to Ghantoot. Two Monteverdes. And Sheikha Matha looking on. There'll be an action tomorrow. Just checking out the opposition today. As Kaku comes in, having a great chucker on the grey pony, and he's absolutely crunched that one out towards Llorente. Llorente steadies the pony. Oh, the pony just jumped the white lines there on the middle of the field. Turned into a steeplechaser for a moment. Back in field here. Good work from Llorente, controlling the play for Ghantoot. Oh, and as a ride-off came in there, and, well, enough said about that. That was probably the most obvious one for the referees of the day. As we look at the replay, Llorente established on the line, and that's a horribly mistimed ride-off there from Panelo. Some messages coming in from our viewers on Polo Line TV. It's great to hear from you all. Mary Sheen says, hi from Yorkshire, north of England, beautiful part of the world. Good to hear from you, Mary. We've got some messages coming in from Ireland as well. Dara Ryan says, can you say a big happy birthday to Paudi from all the Irish lads here at the club watching the game? Oh, they're here. They're at the club. I just heard them cheer. I thought they meant the club in Ireland. They're here in Dubai. Here comes Kaku Raja, trying to tie the game here for Ghantoot. Not the perfect contact. Oh, and it's he's got lucky, hasn't he? As Benja Panelo came out, he got a stick on it, volleyed it out of the air, but unlucky for him, he deflected it and it looped over the goal line, agonizingly crossing the line by a few inches. And we are tied here in the third chukka. It's 6 goals apiece. Back in play. Panelo. The ball's nicked away here by the very tidy Kaku Araja. Araja waiting for Panelo to clear it, and then he's going to just shunt that one forward and then get a pass away, and he's absolutely smashed it up to the front door. Here comes his teammate, Llorente, dropping in on the line and then shooting towards goal, but it's been deflected, and it's going to fall nicely here for the green shirts in defence. Panelo getting some protection there from Hasselkrotto and then spinning around the corner, and well, they've overcomplicated it a little bit here and they're scrapping away for possession. It's been nicked here by Cesar Crespo. Crespo now and a chance for Ghantoot. Still working the ball up towards goal is Crespo. He's waiting for a chance to shoot. He's muscled it through and that one's going to go wide to the left. They have to play it though. It wasn't going out of play, and the backhander from Panelo will try and get it out towards the boards, and Von Petoski. Von Petoski with a big hit coming in there on Llorente. And then cut flying in there for the hook. He's working so hard, isn't he, Fedi Von Petoski? But they're still in possession of the ball here. And it's Araja working his magic through the defence. And he opens his shoulders and shoots. And that one's gone through the traffic. Oh, almost went all the way, but a superb reaction. Backhander coming in there, but the chance is still there. Shamsi comes in. They're appealing for the foul, but the referees are not buying it. And it's gone wide to the right. Well, desperate stuff down at that end of the field. But in the end, Bangash holding out, and they will get possession of the ball here from their own back line. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining here in the third. Jacinto Croto. Oh, he's going to have to be quick here, and he is quick. Just about gets the ball away after a little mistake, and it may have done him a favour. Can he offload this one? No, he can't. Pedro Llorente comes in. Pablo Llorente turns it around the corner. Von Petoski will come in. He's going to wait for his teammate to crunch Cesar Crespo out of the way, and that's allowed Fedi to play a tail backhander, and the Greens are in here, switching to the near side. Here is Hassel. Hassel picking up that one on the half volley, desperately trying to get this pony to go forward for him, and he's done really well. Oh, look at this from Hasselkrotto. Didn't quite get the shot that he wanted there, and Llorente came flying through. But look at this. Once again, it's the danger man. It's the man from that last chukka. It's Fedi Von Petoski up in front of goal. Von Petoski. Oh, he's gone wide to the left. He's appealing for the foul, but there was no whistle. Just 45 seconds remaining here until the first hooter before half-time. This, of course, a 5-chukka match. Half-time is always at the end of the third. And Von Petoski, who's protesting there about that last play, needs to get back in position because they've taken the restart. Here it's Kaku Araja. Goes under his pony's neck out towards Llorente. Llorente reading this play well and will drop in onto this lovely pass from Kaku. Up over the halfway line. Fedi Von Petoski comes back in defence here for Bangash, and he's got plenty here on this chestnut. Putting the brakes on will be Fedi. Well, he's appealing for the foul there, and the whistle's gone. Von Potocki's going to dash off and change pony, as is Panelo. As there's a couple of players deciding to change. The umpires are going to have a chat here as we look at the replay. Von Potocki about to offload that backhander, and he had to pull out of it as that attacking player, Llorente, came flying through. Benjader has changed, as has Hasokroto. Some more messages coming in from Polo Line viewers. Claire says, excellent goal. And Tariq Hashim Chowdhury loves that last Von Potocki goal. He says, wonderful goal, Fede. Marcy Palmer says, fast and furious game. And Chris Davis from Cowdrey Park in Sussex says, hi, Tiggs. Hi, Chris. Hope you're enjoying the action. So what have we got? Looks like a spot hit to the greens. A chance here for Hasokroto with just less than a minute remaining here to get the ball away from the danger zone. He's launched that one high and it's going out towards the center spot. Half picked up there by Nasser. His backhander wasn't that strong, and Von Potocki comes in, but the ball's been nicked away here by Llorente. Llorente trying to work it away here from Fede Von Potocki. Seconds remaining here, and look at this. Araja is absolutely flying through. He's got plenty of horse. Oh, he's left the ball behind. And Panelo, Von Potocki, it's desperate defense here by the Greens. The shot comes in, it's looped off the back of a pony, and Crespo will have a go at goal. He's chopped it back towards the goal, but once again, it's been half blocked there by Bangash. Whoa! And it's hit the post. Von Potocki comes in, he chops it out there on the near side. And, well, they're flying away from the goal, but surely that was the second hooter, wasn't it? Desperate stuff there at the top end of the field. I don't know how they kept the ball from crossing the line, but there was no goal. And that is the end of the third chukker. Wonderful stuff here from both teams. I think you'll all agree, ladies and gentlemen. And at halftime, at the end of the third, the scores are level. It's Ghantoot 6, Bangash 6.
Agradecer bastante este evento, sea maravilloso.
Welcome back, polo liners across the world, as we go to some live images down from the Bangash camp. There's Benja. Very handsome, isn't he? He's having a chat with his team, some blistering link-up work between him and Grotto and Von Potosky, and they've got themselves right back on track. Chukka by chukka, 4-1 to Ghantoot at the end of the first. They were sitting pretty, weren't they? A very slow start by Bangash, but they did get that goal right at the end of the first, and you just felt something was going to happen from there. And wow, it did in the second. 5-0 in favour of the Greens, and they came in 6-4. Would you believe it? Absolutely blistering stuff from all of them, but in particular, Fedi Von Potosky, who had the purple patch of his life. And then at half-time, they found themselves pegged back a little bit as Ghantoot came back into the match and tied the game at 6-6. Haider there just having a chat. Always got a smile on his dial. As we see some nice shots here over ground number 1. And across into the distance, ground number 3 here at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. Match stats: Ghantoot field goals 2, Bangash 4. Throw-ins 5 to Ghantoot, and Bangash with 7. Fouls committed, even Stevens, 5 each. There's been no yellow cards. Penalties, pretty devastating from the penalty spot, and a lot of them were from afar out. They were 60s. Ghantoot 4 out of 4. Wonderful stuff from Kakua Raja. And on the opposite side, equally as impressive, 2 out of 2 from Benja Panelo. There's been no corners in the game, but superb penalties from both Araja and Panelo. Hasokroto, the number 4 there, unmistakable figure, rides just like his father, Juni. Getting some instructions there. We've got the very talented Benja Panelo coming back out, the number 3. Certainly having a great season here in Dubai. Our referees are already mounted. Ghantoot are out there chomping at the bit. Von Potosky there, the number 2 for Bangash, is back out on a fast-looking chestnut. Don't forget our next match, 4 p.m. local time. It's a family affair. Habtoor taking on IFZA Mara here on ground number 1 at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. What a delicious clash that is going to be. Well, it looks like we're going to have a roll-in from the center of the field right down there in the danger zone. Well, it's dangerous in far as Bangash are concerned, because it's probably about 10 yards out from their goal. We're ready for the start of the second half. Frantic movement from all the players. Oh, look at this. Nasser Al-Shamsi at the front of the throw-in. The ball's dropped at his feet and he's crunched it across the line. And a really, really quick goal for Ghantoot. Just seconds into this 4th chukka, and they've got the score and gone into the lead. It's 7-6. Where's this one gone? Hassel. Oh, he's fired it straight at his teammate. Oh, that's so clever, though. He's just completely changed direction there and gone with a backhander, and he's released Haider Bangash. Flying through here is Von Potosky, and Von Potosky comes in and picks up another one, but, well, there was a whistle on the play as Kakua Raja came back in defence on the dark bay, and the umpires didn't like Von Potosky coming in at that angle. It's going to be a spot hit to Ghantoot. As we see on the replay there, just a little bit too much angle. He tried to straighten up, but he was very close to Kakua Raja, and the umpires going with the defending team. Players called. Nasal Shamsi's there. He's gone beyond Haider Bangash. Going out to the left and then breaking back to the right is Llorente. First to show here will be, unlucky there, but it's landed nicely here for his teammate. Here comes Hasso Crodo, picking up that backhander from Benjapanelo. Hasso with a little bit of time here, just working the ball forward and going to pick his pass. Crespo comes across, fizzes one out to the right-hand side, but they were all going left there, and that's allowed Raja to come through. Oh, and Von Potocki came flying through, and he was convinced he had the line of the ball, and the umpire's whistle will remain silent. Kakua Raja on the bay pony, just nudging that one forward, looking for Crespo. Panelo, tail backhander from him will find Von Potocki on the far side. Fede. And Fede smashes that one forward, but there's a loud blast from Daniel Boudou. Well, it was Pablo Llorente who came across. Fede Von Potocki came around the corner and absolutely crunched the ball under his pony's neck. And, well, this is going to be an important decision here. Boudou's just having a chat. There's a yellow card going out to someone. Was that Hasso Croto? The number 4 might have got the yellow. That would have been for dissent and a little bit of back chat. Well, there's another yellow. Is that another yellow? They're dishing out yellow cards like soft drinks out there. I think there may have been 2 in that passage of play, and they've decided to roll the ball in. Not quite sure what's going on myself, to be honest, but it's going to be a roll in from the center of the field. And possession is up for grabs. Good work from Von Potocki. And Raja came flying around the back, but a loud blast, and surely this one's gone in favor of Bangash. As we see the replay, Von Potocki looking to pull the trigger and release one of his teammates. And Kakua Raja coming in and blocking him. We've got some more messages coming in from our Polo Line viewers who are tuned in on the live streaming. Sophie Schmeide, thank you for this great live stream with great commentary. Wishes from Dusseldorf, very berry from Dusseldorf. Is that the brown bear of the Black Forest of Dusseldorf? I think it is. Hi to Sophie. Ripper Rippon says hi from Fakenham. Listening across the UK and tuned into Polo Line TV. Good to hear from you, Sarah. As Benjapanelo circles around here, the number 3 for Bangash, looking to tie the scores. It's low. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. Didn't quite sound right, did it? It sounded a little bit like it was off the side of the stick. He normally crunches them, and look at this. Player coming out there was Llorente, and that one didn't need saving. So a sigh of relief here for Ghantoot. They're going to retain the lead, 7-6. Chops a pass out towards Llorente. He's got all the time in the world here to put the brakes on and steady the ship here for Ghantoot. Gets the ball infield. He's got, oh, that's a good steal there from Hasso Croto, but unfortunately he's just scooped the ball up out of play over the boards, and possession will go back to Ghantoot here after the 8-second count from Rafa Silva. Araja. Tap and then pass. They're going across the field, but it's good possession here for Pablo Llorente, putting the brakes on. Oh, Fede Von Potocki almost came in and nicked that one away on the head-to-head. Well read there from Von Potocki, but Llorente just saw it in time. And then the pass is a little bit short there up towards Araja, and he couldn't do much about it. And that's allowed Fede Von Potocki to come around the houses. He's been nudged out of the way there by Araja, who puts this little bait, who's flying across the field. And, well, look at her go. This tiny mare's absolutely flying. And then he crunches it forward, looking for a teammate there. Llorente reaching out, and they're appealing for the foul there. They're flying in from all sorts of angles, but the refs aren't having it, and play will continue here. And look at this. Araja, backhander comes in from Von Petoski, and eventually there's a whistle on the play. And the clock will stop with 3 minutes and 34 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Well, I'll leave that to the referees to decide. Don't want to preempt them. They can hear us down there on the field. We don't want to get in trouble. There's some more messages coming in from Ireland. Ascochinga Dario, saludos para todos desde Irlanda. You don't sound very Irish. Good to hear from you. Hope you're enjoying the action. People tuned in from all over the world. What do we got? We got a penalty 2 and a chance here for Ghantoot to extend their lead and go 2 goals to the good. It's going to be Marcos Araja with an open goal penalty from 30 yards. Well, that was a very casual swing, and it's straight. It's all about direction from there. It doesn't need the power, of course. No defending players can come out and stop that one from 30 yards, and he's got the score. And Ghantoot, after, well, bleeding goals in the second chukker, they cleared their heads, and they're back ahead here. It's 8-6. Back underway. Who's got that one? Crespo, front of the throw-in, backed up by Llorente. Digging the ball out from behind his horse and doing a good job here is Pablo Llorente. Backhander comes in from Hasso Croton. Crosso gets the break there off the horse, but it's back in possession of the whites of Ghantoot, and a chance here for Crespo, who's trying to sweep it around the corner here on the grey. Crespo goes for goal. Oh, look at that for an angled shot. The goal judge is calling it in. Are the umpires happy? I think they are. They're all turning and coming back to the centre. Look at this on the replay. He had plenty to do on the angle, and he absolutely split the uprights. Great work from Cesar Crespo and Ghantoot. Back in control now. It's 9-6. Falls for Pinello. Open backhander trying to release Von Petoski. Comes together with Crespo. The 2 number 2s. Crespo gets the backhander in there off the grey pony, and Llorente with all the time to put the brakes on and then just set up an attack here for the white shirts of Ghantoot. Pinello waiting for him. Llorente just nudging it forward, didn't quite get all of that, and he's going to have to put the brakes on and try and regain possession. Oh, and they've overcomplicated it here, the whites. And a little bit fortunate to get away with that, and Araja's picked it up. Hooked out of the play there by Von Petoski. Good work here from Pinello, and the Greens have done really well. Superb work on the near side of his pony there from Benja Pinello. Backhander comes in, and it's plucked out of the air there by Haider. What an important play that is, and it's fallen here for Fedi, and Fedi's nudged it up here towards Benja. Benja's got some backup here from Hasso Croto, who's absolutely skied it. Waiting for the ball to come down there was Von Petoski, but Kaku Araja will turn, and look at this, they could be overloaded here on the overlap. Araja, has he spotted Llorente coming down the centre of the field? Coming back here in defence will be Hasso Croto. Oh, it's all irrelevant because they're over the top of the play on the far side. Araja's missed it. Backhander comes in there from Al Shamsi, and Araja will regain possession here on this Dark Bay pony, but he's under pressure from Pinello. Switching to the near side here is Kaku Araja. These two absolutely out of their skins at the moment, Araja and Pinello. And, well, they've cancelled each other out, and Von Potocki will pick it up here for the green shirts of Bangash. Fede offloads that one. He's absolutely smashed it upfield. It's going down. It's landed pretty softly there. There's a little puff of sand as the ball came down, and that's allowed Raja to get in on that and try and muscle it away from the danger zone. Switching to the near side there is Llorente. He chops it out towards... Crespo, but Crespo was weaving as he came in to pick that one up on the near side, and the referees didn't like it. You can see there on the replay, Von Potocki established on the line, and Crespo couldn't get the horse back in time. He had to switch over in front, crossed in front of that green player, and the referees have given the penalty here to Bangash. Musarraf Hossain says good luck to Ghantoot polo team. More love coming in for these two teams from all of our viewers live on the live stream, Polo Line TV. Keep your messages coming in. It's great to hear from so many people, and we will try and get those messages read out as and when we can. Another one coming in here. Hello, brother. Watching the game from the sun lounger by the pool, nursing a hangover. What a game. From Danny Herbert. Well, was I supposed to mention the hangover? Not a bad spot to be watching from, is it? Hope you're good down there, Danny, and enjoying the action live and direct. This one looks better. Is it straight? Oh, it's gone miles high, and he's got it straight. So Panelo, after that slight blip from the 40-yard mark, back on target with the penalties. And wow, that an important one that was, right at the end of the fourth chukker. Bangash needing that hit. They've got the score, and at the change, Ghantoot still with the advantage. It's 9-7.
The first drive-in petrol station appeared way back in 1913. It was the beginning of a new era. The car was gaining in popularity, and those stations were getting bigger, trying to keep pace with the cars coming in. But no matter how fast they grew, those queues grew faster. Fast forward to today, and in most places, queues are a thing of the past. Shops, groceries, banks, they're all available on apps, all in the interest of saving time. Because today, time is what it's all about. Our days are busier than ever, and the world is doing everything it can to keep up. The one thing that hasn't kept up is the petrol station. The queues are still long, just as long as they were 100 years ago. In other words, we need something contactless, simpler, smarter, something like Cafu.
Welcome back, boys and girls. Started this fifth and final chukker, and wow, what a game we've had. As we go by the chukker, Ghantoot 4-1 at the end of the first, 6-4 to Bangash at the end of the second. At half-time, we were tied at 6, and at the end of the fourth, Ghantoot had wrestled back the lead, and they find themselves ahead here at the start of the fifth and final. It's 9-7. Reaching out there was Hasso Kroto, but his pony went into reverse, and he couldn't quite get the ball. And that's allowed Llorente to pick things up here for Ghantoot. Thumps it forward, looking for Araja. Well positioned here is Panelo. Didn't quite get the contact on the ball, but the angle's good, and that will allow Von Potosky to come in and meet it head to head. Good work here from Fede. Puts the brakes on. He'll have to wait for Crespo to come out of the way. In fact, he leaves the ball here for his teammate, and it'll be picked up now by Hasso Kroto, the number 4 here for Bangash, with plenty of time to just tickle this ball forward. And then he goes big, but he's gone higher than he would have liked. Oh, look at that. Super stuff there from Panelo. Wonderful skills, great read, and then the skill to get that ball down and out of the air and under control. And here he goes from range, but he's turned that one over. Watch out, down in the corner. And he's fired it over the top of the grooms, and it's wide to the left. Still plenty of time left in this match, but, well, Bangash will not want to concede another one, will they? They need to score first here, you feel. Trailing by 2. As we see Ramiro Cordero still waiting for his pizza. He'll have to wait till after the game. He's put the order in. Nervous moments down there for Ghantoot, but they'll be feeling better as Araja comes around the corner and chops this one away from the danger zone. Flying back here to try and get the hook. Oh, look at that from Von Potosky. Superb skills. Switches to the near side. Can't get the backhander in there, and Araja straightens that pony up. Beautiful bit of horsemanship there from Kako Araja. Von Potosky puts the brakes on and then nudges it down into the corner. Takes the contact here from Crespo. And then they're all there for a piece of the action. A big congregation of players. Nasser Al-Shamsi's there. A little flick coming in from Kako Araja. Al-Shamsi loops a little backhander up over the top. Oh, look at this. This is dangerous. It's been picked up nicely here by Benja Panelo, and he's just working his way through the traffic. He's waiting for those players to clear. He's still got possession of the ball. Dances his way past a couple of players, but there's a whistle. There's a whistle on the play. And, well, did the referees call him to use it? Did he take too many touches? And then something's been said that the referees didn't like, and this is going to be a technical penalty for back chat, and it's going up to the center of the field. Well, they need to keep their composure here, the Greens. There's still plenty of time in this match. 4 minutes and 51 seconds. It's not the end of the world. They didn't want to certainly concede that penalty from the halfway line. But if they can hold out here and get the next score, they'll put the pressure on. More love coming in for Bangash, this time from, well, it's our man again in Ireland. Ascochinga Dario from Polo Wicklow is sending his best to Bangash. Vamos, Bangash. He wants you to win. Don't you worry about that. You've got plenty of support. Coming in from Ireland, no less. Here comes Araja. Fizzes that one long. It's straight. Llorente trying to get in on this, and Panelo was there for a piece of the action. The shot comes in. Oh, that looks like it's going. He's got the score. What an important score that is from Pablo Llorente. And, well, there was a load of players that came together. No one knew where the ball was, and it popped out in front of Llorente, and he opened up and didn't get the best contact, but he's done enough, and he's bobbled it over the line. And, well, it's not what Bangash wanted. It's 10 goals to 7. Back in play. Nasser Al-Shamsi Good work there from Hasselkrotter, who took 2 white players out, but the passes come in. Look at that, over the top there from Crespo, and this could be the defining moment in this match. Oh, flying back, and the ball stopped on the goal line, and Nasser Al-Shamsi will knock it across the line and score the easiest goal of his life. It's gone about 2 inches. He's got the score, and Ghantoot in a very commanding position now with just 3 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock here in the 5th. The difference is 4. It's 11 goals to 7. We're back in play. Clash of sticks. Good work there by Haida on the near side. Picked up by Benja. Panelo now having to retrieve that as his pony's just kicked it momentarily back towards his own goal. Picked up by Hasselkrotter. Good work here by the number 4. Kroto coming across. And Nasser Al-Shamsi with, well, he had an opportunity to come in first time. Bizarrely, he pointed at the ball with his stick, trying to show that Kroto had some space to go to it, and then ended up getting tempted to come in, and the umpires didn't like it. It's going to be a penalty 2. A 30-yard open goal shot here to the green shirts of Bangash. Don't forget, you can get hold of us here on social media, Instagram and Facebook here at the club, at Dubai Gold Cup Series and at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. Twitter is at Dubai Gold Cup and at Habtoor Polo Club. As we see Benjamin Panelo circling around on this bay pony with a, well, it's got the bend in its neck like a dressage horse. Pretty pony. He smashes it, and it's through, and it's high and into the scoreboard, and the goal judge's flag is up in the air, and Bangash have got the score. The difference is 3 once again. It's 11 goals to 8. Well, we've seen them come back already in this match. Have they got it in the tank to come back a second time? They need another quick one. They need to get the pressure on. But there is still time in this game, 2.5 minutes. It's doable. Panelo. Hasselkrotter appealing for the foul. Punch through there from Llorente. Ferdi von Petoski hacks a backhander and tries to change direction. Llorente out towards Araja. Araja turning with so much space and time here. Goes for the first time hit, and that's a really clean hit there from Kako Araja up towards Crespo. Crespo down towards goal, didn't quite get to all of that. Oh, there was a little confusion there, and I think Hasselkrotter thought that Panelo was going to take that, and in the end, Panelo had to come and try and drop in onto that pass from Hasselkrotter. Picked up by von Petoski. Araja's there for a piece of the action, hit through there by Benja Panelo. Kroto finds himself in an attacking position, and the backhander is good there from Llorente. It's an absolute monster. And look at this, the whites are turning, and there's no one at home in defence here for the green shirts. And Crespo now with a chance here to seal the deal for Ghantoot. He's up over the 60. He pulls the trigger. He scores! Cesar Crespo with a lovely counter-attack goal here for Ghantoot, as Hasselkrotter was desperately trying to get back into position in defence, but he was a little bit late, and surely that's going to seal the deal with just 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining here in the 5th and final chukker. It's 12 goals to 8. Backhander comes in from Llorente, picked up by Benja Panelo. Panelo takes the hook there on Llorente, and flying through is Crespo. Nasser Al-Shamsi with some good work back up towards Crespo. Crespo goes for the deep under the neck shot and returns the pass here to Nasser. Nasser flying through here, can't pick up the play, nor can Panelo, and it's come off the back of a pony. And, well, there's a couple of people flying through and cancelling each other out, and that one's come off the horse. Can Hasselkrotter get it around the corner? He does. Can he get the hammer down and get going in the opposite direction? He's windmilling and working his socks off, trying to get this one downfield here for the green shirts of Bangash, but eventually him and Araja will cancel each other out, and it'll be Llorente who fizzes that one out to the right-hand side. And Marcos Araja flying through with Panelo. Crespo is there. Crespo back towards Araja. Araja up in front of goal here for Ghantoot. Oh, he's got the score. Silky skills from Araja. And right at the end of the game, Ghantoot flattering themselves with the scoreline. It was a great contest and wonderful stuff by Bangash. But in the end, Ghantoot running out the winners convincingly. It's 13 goals to 8. Players just congratulating each other, shaking hands with the referee. A really good contest as we go to the chukker by chukker. Ghantoot were 4 goals to 0 up. Bangash with that really important goal at the end of the first. Right at the end of the first, it was Hasokroto who muscled the ball across the line. And then look at that in the second chukker. Game completely flipped on its head with Von Potosky having, well, just a dream chukker. 5 goals unanswered, and Bangash came in at the end of the second, 6-4 ahead. At half-time, Ghantoot had pulled a couple back, and it was a tie game at 6s. End of the fourth. A really good chukker, that one. 3 goals to Ghantoot, and just the 1 to Bangash. And at the end of the match, 13 goals to 8, the final score. So all smiles down in the Ghantoot camp. Charente there, Nassal Shamsi chipping in at the end with a couple of goals and some good work from him. Araja, smooth and silky as usual. And Crespo, well, looking superb on 4 goals, isn't he? Wonderful aerial shots once again from our state-of-the-art drone here as we go to the match stats here. Ghantoot, field goals in the end, running away with a few. And they got 8-4. Throw-ins was pretty close, 11-10. Fouls committed, 9 apiece. There was a yellow card to Bangash. Penalties, wonderful display of penalty taking from both teams, from both Araja and Panelo. 5 out of 5 for Ghantoot. 4 out of 5, just that missed 40 at the Villa end of the field. Uncharacteristic miss there for Benja Panelo. And there were no corners in the match. As we go to the best goals of the game, this is that purple patch from Von Potosky. And I think that's the one where he nicked it in the throw-in. Benja got hold of it, gave it back to him, and he went absolutely flying. And then from the next throw-in, he did this. Great stuff. And flicks the ball away from Crespo. Here comes Crespo around the corner on the grey. This is when Ghantoot were getting their act together there towards the end of the match. And that one really hurt Bangash. And then another one here from Gachete Crespo, breaking away and chopping that cut shot as Hasokroto came flying back in defence. He got the shot away and he found the posts. Super stuff from both teams. What a great game. We will be back in half an hour to all of our Polo Line TV viewers. Join us again in just half an hour's time. That's 4 o'clock local time here in Dubai. We'll be back here on ground number 1 at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for the family affair that is Habtoor against IFZA Mara.